It's the Nikon COOLPIX S1000PJ. It's the world's first camera with a built-in projector. It really is going to be your personal theater on the go. It's your personal theater on the go. It's the Nikon COOLPIX S1000PJ, and believe it or not, it's the world's very first point-and-shoot digital camera with a built-in projector. It is so cool. I'm going to show you how it actually works in a second, but first let me tell you more about this camera because it's a great camera too. First of all, it's a 12.1 megapixel camera with a 5x optical zoom and a 4x digital. You have a CCD sensor, a wide-angle Nikkor glass lens, which is 25 millimeters, and you have 5-way image stabilization, which is essential if you want to make sure your images don't come out blurry. So your 5-way includes the electronic and optical image stabilization combo. Also, you have motion detection, which is going to track your subject and make sure they come out completely in focus. ISO 6400, so when you're shooting in low light, you can make sure that your image is still going to come out nice looking. And also, you have BSS, which stands for Best Shot Selector. So the camera is automatically going to take 10 shots and save the sharpest one. Also, you have a 2.7-inch high-res LCD screen. And this LCD screen actually has an anti-glare coating and brightness adjustments. So you can actually, see what you're taking, the picture in clear view, and you don't have to struggle at all with that. Also, you have face detection for up to 12 people, skin softening, which is really going to come in handy when you're trying to get those portrait shots. It's actually also known as beauty mode in some cameras. In-camera red eye fix, so you don't even have to hook up to a PC to fix those red eyes, which come quite often when you're shooting pictures of children. Also, blink proof and blink warning. So blink proof is going to take 2 pictures and save the one where the subject's not blinking. And blink warning is actually going to have a warning pop up on your LCD screen that's going to tell you your subject blinked so you can take the picture over again. Also, you have 16 scene modes, movie mode, and with movie mode, your resolution is 640 by 480. You have only 36 megs of internal storage, but with an SD or an SDHC card, I looked for one because I just had one over here. I don't know where I put it. But SD or SDHC card, and you can have all the storage you need for your movies and your photos. And last but not least, you have a rechargeable battery. And with your rechargeable battery, Nikon says that you're going to get about 220 shots. So just make sure you're fully charged before you go out on your next adventure. Now, I'm going to show you some pictures that I took, and we're going to play with this built-in projector, and I'm going to show you how it works. So let's take a look at a couple pictures I shot with this Nikon COOLPIX. The first one is to show you the difference between Auto Scene Selector and plain old auto mode, okay? So with Auto Scene Selector, the camera is actually going to choose which setting is best for your shot from a bunch of presets. So right here I was taking a picture of a purple flower, and in auto mode the flower came out blurry and it just doesn't look crisp and you can't really see the details. But when I was in auto selector mode, you can see that the flower just looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Next up, I wanted to show you the macro mode. Now, macro mode is great if you're trying to get really close-up photos. And right here is a pink flower, and you can see every little detail in this shot. And last up, I wanted to show you how great this 5x optical zoom works. So I was just taking a picture of a row of flowers and bushes, and then I zoomed in on this one bush. And as you can see, when I zoomed in and used that 5x optical zoom, I really got in close, and you can see the red flowers actually in the bush. So let's get started with our tour of this Nikon COOLPIX S1000PJ. And we'll start by turning on, and you'll see the on and off switch is right here. Now, right here, we have our shutter release, and along the shutter release, we have our wide and our tight for our zoom. But on the other side, you'll see all of your projector controls. This right here, this slider, is for your projector focus. And next to your slider, you also have right here this on and off switch, and this is also to turn on your projector. Now, let's turn around back, and you'll see, again, your 2.7-inch anti-glare LCD screen. And we'll go through a couple of the controls here. Moving down, you have your mode selector. And here you go from auto mode, your Scene Auto Selector and all your scene modes. Say if you just move forward, you'll see all your scene modes, and that comes with all the typical scene modes. You also have Smart Portrait to make sure that when you're shooting pictures of your friends and family members, they're going to come out really great, and optimal settings for taking pictures of people. You also have Subject Tracking to make sure that your photos don't come out blurry, and your Movie Mode. And also next to your mode selector, you have Playback Mode. And very easy to switch from one to another when you're trying to show off your beautiful photos. Let's go back into, we're in auto mode now. So along this selection wheel, you'll see you have your flash, your self-timer, your exposure settings, and your macro mode. You have your menu down here to play with your settings and get out of the auto mode, as we like to call it. And right here is your trash. So once you choose which scene you want to use or which mode selection, let's say we're in Smart Portrait, all you got to do is go into the menu and you can really change all your settings. Everything from the size of the photo, the intensity for your skin softening to make sure your wrinkles don't come out and you can hide your blemishes. Also your self-timer and your blink proof, you can turn that on and off all when you're in your Smart Portrait mode. And that goes for every single scene. So let's go into another scene so I can show you. Let's go into the beach snow scene. And when we're in this scene, again, you just hit menu, and here you have your controls over the size of your image. So when you want to play with your settings, all you got to do is hit the menu button. So let's go into playback. And from here, we'll go again, hit our menu, and you can delete, rotate, change the size of the photo, and even add a voice memo. That's great. De-lighting is a great tool to have in your editing functions. It's really going to help those shadows and brighten up those images that come out too dark. Again, you can change your skin softening, your beauty mode here as well. You can print the set or go into a slideshow view. Here we go. Let's start our slideshow view. Ooh, ah. Now the coolest part about this camera is definitely the projector. So I'm going to show you how that works right now. So we turned off all the lights here in the studio and set up the Nikon COOLPIX on a tripod, as you can see. And right now we're using the built-in projector to actually project all of the photos I took on a little home theater, studio theater that we set up. And really we just used a piece of white cardboard. And now you can see we have our personal theater. And this is great if you always want to show your photos and videos to groups of friends, you can do so. Also, there's different effects you can add. There's animation effects and different slideshow effects, and when you play your movies on here, it will actually play the sound as well, which is a really cool feature. We have absolutely had the most fun playing around with this camera. Again, this is the Nikon COOLPIX. It's the S1000PJ, which stands for projector. As I like to say, it stands for pajamas, because what a better way to watch all your movies than in your PJs. All right, I'm all done here. Hope I didn't cheese you guys out. Check out this camera. It's really cool, and this is just another one of those crazy advanced point-and-shoot digital cameras, and way to go, Nikon. This is a great camera. We had a lot of fun with it. For more information on this Nikon COOLPIX S1000PJ point-and-shoot digital camera, just visit any of these major retailers and type in N134572 into your search box. For Computer TV, I'm Sam.